there, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend, and I have missed you. I've thought about you, and I wanted to touch base with you, just talk with you and laugh with you and see how you were doing. Well, in case you didn't know, my name is Deborah Lassiter, and I am the founder of DCL Ministries. Well, while I have your attention, let me tell you a little bit about DCL Ministries. It is really an umbrella. It's really an accumulation of the things that the Lord has taught me in the last 10 to 12 years. After all the heartache and headache, the trials and tribulation, going through a divorce, seeing my father pass away from cancer, and it's sometimes these devastations, these things that pierce our heart, that lessons can surface, and understanding about who God is and who He is not can really come into our spirit. And I know many times when we go through such pain in our lives, we think God is just sitting up there reading a book, just watching our pain and doing nothing. On the contrary, He is not using humans as a science project and just sort of wondering what He can do or get away with. God is loving. He's challenging. He's complicated. But He wants to bless us without corrupting us. And many times with not corrupting us, He's trying to teach us something. He's trying to mold us and prune us and correct us and make sure that we are equipped for every good work. That's right, people. You were made for something good. You were made to impart what you've learned to others. And it's DCL Ministries that sort of encompasses all these things, these nuggets, these lifelines that the Lord gave me along the way, being led by the Holy Spirit, the power and the regenerative work of the Holy Spirit. It's after going through what I've gone through, I realize I love God and want to keep Him in the center of my life. John 15:4 says, "Remain in me and I will remain in you. No branch can bear fruit apart from the vine, and neither can you bear fruit apart from me." Yes, God is the vine. God is the gardener, and He is planting roses and tulips and sunflowers and lilies, all these gorgeous things that make up who we are as people. And so I just love to encourage you today. DCL Ministries wants to encourage you today to be one of those tulips, to be one of those flowers that make up the bouquet. And I know that DCL Ministries is going to continue to impart what we're learning to the world, to the community, and keep helping people. Christ said, "What you have done to the least of my brothers and sisters, you have done to me." And so I want to help the sick. I want to help the lonely. I want to help the hurt, and I want to help the confused navigate emotionally this world with the power of the Holy Spirit. And I want to lead those that need help, lead those to the source, which is Christ. And so I hope that gives you a little snippet about what DCL Ministries is all about. And check us out at www.dclministries.com. We want to inspire and motivate and encourage you to get to your destiny and fulfill your purpose. But today, I want to talk about, I'm going to say, even with me talking about DCL Ministries, the things that I have learned, I want to focus in today on yellow flags. Now, I know that that statement sounds a little peculiar because we're used to hearing about the red flags of life, right? The things that scream out, "Stop, don't go any further, do not do that." You know, it's those red flags in life that we're like, man, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I saw that red flag because now I know with certainty that I shouldn't go any further. Well, I'd actually like to talk about the yellow flags. It's the things that actually come before the red flag. And let me give you an example. Perhaps you are about to go on a really nice date and you're very excited about it, but you've had reservation. Maybe there was little things about the person's character that you quite didn't chime with. Maybe there was something wrong morally, or the integrity and the character was a bit off. But because you are lonely, you go anyway. But it's these whispers from God that are yellow flags. It's these things that say, don't go, or, you really need to think about it. You need to weigh the cost before you do it. Maybe you are a person that's about to go into an awesome business deal, and the people that you're about to deal with, you love their company, but something's just unethical. You really don't see that the drive is centered on something good, and you go anyway. But once again, it's those whispers that say proceed with caution. Maybe you are a person that's about to go to college and you're choosing a college right now. There's one that you know for certain is right for you, and yet you choose the other because everyone's going there. It happens to be Ivy League and it's quite popular. But when you get there, you realize that the culture is just not exactly what you wanted it to be, and it doesn't fill your spirit. It doesn't inspire and motivate you to be the fullness of yourself, the whole portion of yourself. These are the yellow flags that I'm talking about in life. You know, in the Bible, in the book of Daniel, we see the hand of God come down out of the sky, and here we are, the writing on the wall. What's going on in your life right now that there is writing on the wall? Perhaps you haven't gotten that red flag yet, but you've gotten a yellow flag. Well, to better lend weight to my point, I kind of liken this process with the way that we drive and the signs and the things that we see in the road every day. Maybe you are on your bike, maybe you're in your vehicle, perhaps you're a passenger, you know, with your friends about to go to the movies, and, you know, you stop at the light, and we know that green means go, and we know that red means stop. But what does yellow mean? I know many of us think yellow means go faster, right? Like, get through the light. I gotta make it to work on time, or I'm trying to make it to class, or, you know, I'm trying to teach this course, and maybe I'm going to Bible study. So we run through the yellow light because we realize that in our minds, or at least we think, that it means go faster. But actually, spiritually, in regards to what we're speaking about today, I believe yellow means proceed with caution. Yellow means that I want you to weigh the cost. Yellow means that I need you to think about before you put your foot on the gas and go. You know, yellow flags mean it doesn't mean to actually go. It doesn't mean to stop, but it does mean proceed with caution. That we should think about these things and weigh the cost again. So I hope today you've learned a little something, because perhaps right now in your life, you're in a dilemma. Maybe you're in a great position in your life, and yet God is still telling you to proceed with caution. God is telling you, I want you to look left and right before you cross that street. God is telling you before you go out on that date, you know, I want you to hear the whisper of God. I want you to hold back. You know, I don't want you to give everything of yourself in this relationship. Perhaps, you know, you're the only person doing something wonderful on this business deal, and God is telling you, proceed with caution before you join forces together. I think a lot of times God has taught me, watch where I lend my voice. Watch where, when I go into things, that I have to watch what it is that I'm doing. And what that company stands for and what they're really doing. Are they actually defending God's namesake, right? That this wonderful God that we serve, that wants to love on us and direct us and counsel us and govern us. So I hope that you heard me today. I hope that you will proceed with caution with whatever is going on in your life. I will be thinking of you. I will be praying for you and for myself, that we will allow the Lord to do his job, that we will allow Holy Spirit to just work through us and teach us and mold us. So until next time, please proceed with caution, and I'll be thinking of you. Take care.